beautifuls, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something super duper fun. It is going to be a brow routine updated. As you can see, it's been a couple months since I've done them. So what I decided is usually I go with Anastasia Beverly Hills, but why not try and use something that's a little cheaper that will still get the job done, right? So today we're going to be highlighting Nyx. No, this video is not sponsored. I pinky promise I bought all this with my money. And I'm actually going to show you guys a trick on how to do your own eyebrows as far as threading and tweezing. That way you can just, you know, do it all at home, right? So let me go ahead and get this camera a lot closer to me and let's get into this tutorial. Okay guys, so what I'm going to be using first is Nyx angled brush and my spoolie that I have to use. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's inevitable because Nyx doesn't have any spoolies yet. So as you can see, my eyebrows are super arched. What I'm trying to do is take them down a little bit and probably have them a little lower. Because I said that I was going to explain to you how to do your eyebrows and groom them the way you want them to usually look without having to go to shop. I usually cheat and I like to go in with the product that I'm using to do my eyebrows. So for my eyebrows today, I'll be using Nyx Eyebrow Gel. Stuff works really good. It dries very quickly though, so you have to move pretty fast. But like I said, I do want my brows to be a little lower than they used to be. So I'm going to draw them down here and go up. And I'm going to stop to where I want them to go now. So now I will be having them probably like right to here. And then I'm just going to connect the front. And the front pretty much is self-explanatory, but I don't want my brows to be any higher than right there. And so now that I pretty much have it sketched out to how I want it to look for the most part, I know it looks super crazy, but it's going to help me understand what I need to cut. Now what I'm going to do is grab my scissors and start cutting things that I know I absolutely don't need. It's going to be right there. I'm going to brush up and get all these extra long pieces right here. That too. You see? So now we're starting to get some definition back into my brow. I'm getting all the extra craziness off. So now that I did that, I'm going to go and push the hairs down and pretty much do the same thing. I'm going to cut the hairs. When I get towards the back, I cut very little. I don't cut too much. In the front and the middle, I cut more. And I'm going to cut it at an angle. Automatically, everything's starting to look a lot better, as you can see. I'm going to go ahead and get my thread. Now that we got most of the scissoring done, I don't know what to say. But after we use the scissors, now I'm going to go in with my thread. I use regular thread that you would use for your, for like sewing clothes and all that. And I'm just going to cut a good amount. I'm going to go with one hand and twist, and the other hand I'm just keeping in place. So while I'm threading, if you guys can't see, because I know you guys kind of can't see, when I'm threading, I'm opening one hand, and this side I'm just keeping still, and what it's gonna do is rip the hairs from the root. So I'm gonna keep doing that. And what I do is whatever hairs is in this triangle on this side, I know is gonna get threaded up. See? So all those hairs are threaded up. So one more time, everything that's in the triangle is gonna get threaded. So those pieces right there. So once again, like I said, whatever's in this triangle is gonna come off. So you have to be very careful that you don't thread into your eyebrows. So this triangle is not a good angle. You're just gonna do it like this to ensure that it's not gonna go into your real brows. You see? So I'm gonna open my hand and see it pulled the hair off. One thing I've always noticed when filling in my brows is that people's brows don't connect right there. So I'm actually not gonna take too much out in that area. I'm really just gonna focus on down right there. Because I want my brows to look full. what I'm going to use now is just simply some tweezers, and I'm just going to pick up my brow like this, and I'm just going to tweeze very little pieces that I never got to get when I was threading. So now that I think that majority of my brow is done, I'm gonna actually wash all the stuff that I did on my brows off, because I no longer need the product to map out anything, and now I get a chance to see what the reveal of my brow looks like. I clean this side off, and down here, that's usually where my arch used to be at. So I couldn't touch it too much because I need to bring hairs back down, and I need hair to start growing back here. So what I'm going to start doing is putting Jamaican black castor oil right here, just to make my eyebrows grow thicker right here. And this part I don't really need to worry about, because now I have to train it now to be more sparse up here than down here. So now that I'm playing around with it, I see that the hairs are a little bit still too long for me, and I would like them to be a little shorter. So I'm going to go in my scissors one more time at an angle and cut. So now my arch is not too intense. It's a little soft arch now, and that's exactly what I was going for. So now I'm going to start my unibrow and really ensure that this part is fixed up, because the beginning of your brow kind of is the map for everything else. So now I've got my face, my brows to the place that I need them to be. Of course, it's a bit sparse right here, and then right here. Those are the places I need to put the Jamaican black castor oil, because now I'm training my brows to be a whole nother shape. As you see right here, this is kind of what it used to look like. So the hairs right here were trained really not to come in, and the hairs were kind of more so up here. But now I'm training it to a whole different shape. So now it's going to take a couple times for me to do my brows to train it to this kind of brow that'll be full and nice looking. It's time for me to go ahead and fill in my brow, and what I'll be using is NYX Brow Shaper to start off everything. And what this is kind of like a wax. And what this is going to work as a wax. As you can see, it's like a clear type gel looking thing. It looks like dried up gel is pretty much what it is. And what it's going to do is keep my brow hairs in place, so when I start to fill them in, they will look fine. So I have the wax on my brows now, and I'm just going to comb it in every place. So now that part is done, I'm going to go in with the eyebrow gel once again. It's like this. It's going to be like this. And as you can see, it dries pretty quick. So this is from earlier and this is now. So let me hurry up and start to use it. And what I'm going to do is grab my NYX angled brush, and I'm just going to start drawing at the ends first. And what I'm doing is connecting the sparse areas to the tail of my brow. And I'm doing little lines right now, and then I'm going to start making them longer once I got majority of everything filled in. That's my problem areas. You can see the product is already drying, which is super amazing, because right when you go outside, or say like, you know, some products are too creamy and then it makes it look like it's smudged. This is literally gonna stay right in the place that you placed it, so you gotta work really quick. And then I'm just gonna keep building it up until I get to the color I like. So this is where we got it so far. Now I'm gonna go right there. So now I'm gonna go to the front and do the same thing, and now I'm just gonna draw a small line, and I'm gonna leave it like that. Once I get to the front, I start doing lines up and out. And this is what the brow looks like, okay? So now we're gonna go into our concealer, and this is gonna clean up everything. Right now I'm actually using 2 concealers, and this is the NYX HD Photogenic Concealer, and this is what it looks like. I got it in the shade 6.7. So what I'm gonna do is just grab a little bit of that and just go right there. So next I'm going in with another concealer, and this is the NYX Got You Covered Concealer in the shade Sand Sable, and that's in 08. And I'm just going to get a dot of this and just dot it. What I'm going to do next is get my NYX square brush, and I'm just going to lift my brow just a little bit, and I'm just going to shape it. Then I'm going to do the same thing to the top with just the excess amount of the product. And then I'm going to kind of clean off that tail because it's too long, right? Then I'm just going to take that squared part off. Now to make this a little less intense, I'm just going to get my brush and just comb it up just a little bit. As you can see, this is the before and the after of what everything will look like. What I'm going to do is actually do the same thing I did to this brow on this side, and I'll just upload pictures at the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for being here, even though I haven't been here in such a long time. I'm trying to get on top of everything, but you guys know how this goes. But anyways, I hope to see you guys soon. You guys make sure you stay posted. If you guys have any beginner friendly videos you would like, definitely DM me, write questions on my Instagram. It's Beautiful Beginnings with no E in beginnings, and I'm gonna actually post that in this video. Basically, I just want to do videos for beginners because a lot of people have questions and a lot of people shy away from makeup because they just don't know what to do. So that's what I'm here for. Yeah, I think that's about it. So thank you guys so much. See you later. Bye.